You're listening to Houseology Live.
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 Houseology Live. You're listening.
Just so everybody knows, I know everybody's like wondering what's really going on with me. Yes, I know how to use a computer. My computer broke. I was doing a lot of gigs this week. And the last gig, it must have fell. I don't know. I opened it up, and it sounded punchy, and there was parts falling off of it. I'm like, this isn't good. It booted up, but half the screen is all messed up. Half the screen is messed up. So, yeah, let me get this other back on. So people see us right now? They don't hear. Oh, good. Thank God. Oh. Do they hear? What else? We're live on YouTube and Twitch, so they hear us on there. Oh, that's great. Audio. Oh. We're gonna put a limiter on it.
You're listening to Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live on Humble House Radio.
wrapping it up for this week's show. Tune in next Monday at 6 p.m. for the best up-to-date info on EDM news, culture, and gossip from the house.
You're listening to Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
You know, but I'm surprised it took me 2 minutes to realize, oh, I can just bring his audio down. Like, I'm doing great sitting here, I'm like, stop. God, I'm literally firing on like one of 6 cylinders right now. I cannot wait. We have some really good interviews today, right? Some of the best interviews that we've ever had. This will be the best interviews, probably the best interview in all time I've had. I swear to God, I got my questions lined up. This is the only interview you could ever want. Dude, we are getting nitty gritty into. We're going deep in it. We're going hard in the paint, bro. Oh no, 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 no. This is all about KEYTONE today. You want to know why? It is a Humble House Record show, and let's give it up for our man KEYTONE. KEYTONE, we love you so very much, man, and thank you so much. You know, most radio shows, there's like an audio guy, an engineer guy, there's a host, and there's a guest. We're just all doing all of them at once now. It's working out real good. Working out great. The universe woke up, today and was like, you know what, we're going to screw Rich up, and we're just going to break his laptop, and everything he's just, used to doing, we're just going to it just happens. You'll get past it. I like it when I hit the stop button, it doesn't stop. That's a really cool feature. That makes me want to buy a Mac. I'm going to go out and buy a Mac tomorrow. I bet there's a Serato shortcut key. It's the same one that probably stops it from playing. But I don't know Serato. I use a quality product like We're not all of us are great like KEYTONE and I. And we're back. There we go.
Guys, today we are digging deep into.
No, that was the military march.
Yeah,
Taps. Dun, 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 dun.
But you're hard at work getting another one. Maybe you
Right now, I'm actually looking for one. Anybody has a laptop, an i7, preferably 11th generation,
an Apple.
i7 HP. For the love
If you'd like
of
to
God,
donate to the DJ Rich Laptop Fund.
I will buy it. I have cash right now.
What you can donate to is the Christmas
We are doing a street rave, everybody. Who does not like street raves? Now, I love street raves. Let's see. I wonder if the crowd likes street raves. Does the crowd like street raves? It's not like a football cheer. Like football cheers are more violent and aggressive. This is more of a
So that is the 1221, guys. We are taking donations starting at $10. Right? And then we have different
Can we do an auction?
tiers. We have
Somebody have a $10, $10, $20, going to $20, $20, $10, going. Yeah, we got a twin right there. $20 right there, 20, 25. Let's have an auction. That's a good song.
Played out, but it's good.
RIP. Another RIP to a true dude.
What happened with him?
Oh, I don't know.
You didn't know?
I don't know for sure.
I know what happened.
Tell me.
I can't.
All right.
I was assigned a
Don't tell me.
contract
All right. Well,
that we wouldn't talk about him.
NDAs are a real thing, you know.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, it starts at 15. So we have our
Oh,
holiday
15, okay.
helper
Holiday.
at $15.
You're a little low. You got to speak into the mic, though.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, my
Hello.
God.
Can you hear me now? Okay, so we have our holiday helper at $15,
cranked.
our rave supporter at $30, music lover at $50, and our VIP for $100. So
We
you can-
already have raver support,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got
Yeah.
somebody we got to shout out. That come with the raver support, you get a social media shout out. So we definitely will shout her out.
We
Yeah.
will shout her out through the whole thing.
And you
I'm
can
actually
go-
going to post this. So sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
It's okay.
So I belong to a 40 and over ravers group.
Oh, I know that group.
That's a good group.
I'm in that group too.
Oh, tell us all about that. I need to know.
I'm in the actual group. It's
But-
on Facebook.
But
Yeah.
here's the thing, right? Here's the thing about that. When I was back in my days of raving, and things change and cool. I'm it's just evolving. Things evolve. But we weren't so we didn't dress so sexually provocative.
Correct.
And it was more
Thank
about
you.
the music and coming together in love.
See,
now
now
it's turned into and
Is that what you guys talk about in the
I'm
group?
surprised, based on our previous conversation that we will not repeat on the radio, but I'm surprised. I completely agree with you on this, and I've been saying this for a couple years now.
They agree. They
that-
agree.
No, I hesitate because it's like, I mean, you get labeled as a prude or something, but I don't get the whole girls are wearing dental floss to all these festivals.
love you, bro.
I mean,
No.
and it has nothing to do with the gay thing either. I'm just serious.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, the weeks long complaints by all the girls because the guys were being inappropriate to them or
Right.
something. I'm like, you weren't wearing anything.
what do you want a guy to do? You know what I'm saying? What do you expect a straight male to do that's looking at a girl, even if she's lesbian? He's attracted to that. And you are showing 90% of your body.
I mean, we can all still be gentlemen at the same time, but
No, I
wow,
am.
but at a rave?
I
Come
am.
on.
No, hold on.
But
I
at a-
am.
you say
that-
First off, I look at
Wow.
women here.
Nah.
Here. You know what I'm saying? I've been
the
I've
most
been
part.
to
You
that.
can still look.
For the most
There's
part, I'm
nothing
going
wrong
to.
with
I'm
looking.
going. Yeah, but I'm not going to make her feel uncomfortable because I'm old school. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I see,
what makes you
know,
think that they're not okay with you looking? You just don't have
That's
to be.
not where I'm talking.
Bro,
I mean,
some
it's
guys are
inappropriately talked to, whistled, groped, things like that.
Okay.
That's why and it's funny too because then we have a large group of friends, and we were chatting about like this that are also into the lifestyle community,
Yeah.
and all that, and now we're talking about 45, 50-year-old ladies dressing like they're 23-year-olds, and some of them should and some of them shouldn't be, and then also getting the same complaints because of this kind of stuff too. And I'm like, well, if we all were actually wearing clothes to the event, then we wouldn't have a problem with
Yeah.
this.
There is a
See,
rave
guys, we're
culture
simple. We're either
here.
clothes on or clothes off. Girls, you have multiple different levels of which.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a part of the whole culture of it. I feel like
Yeah.
there's
It has
freedom
evolved to
of
that.
you can express
Freedom.
yourself however you want.
Right.
Freedom meaning
But I
no
think
clothes.
no
sometimes.
clothes, and there's a lot of sexually oriented. I mean, there's a lot of orgies and stuff that are going on behind the scenes of some of these big festivals and events.
Yes, I think
You know
that
what I'm saying?
I
and
honestly,
then it's expected. Just to touch what you're saying,
not expected.
it's almost like, well, no, I'm
Yeah,
saying
it kind
for,
of is. I'll
and I'm
come
gonna
back to
tell
that
you
in a
why.
minute.
So you get these girls that, oh my god, I want to dress like that, and then you get some of the guys that are in on some of this other group activities,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
all of a sudden it crosses, and then other girls all of a sudden they don't like it.
correct.
You know what
correct.
I'm saying? So I could see that part, and when I'm old enough to remember that it wasn't like we had Jinko jeans. Yeah, we were getting high, and
But you
doing
still had,
different
in
things.
most cases, had a shirt on,
Right.
Unless it was really hot.
Right. It was really hot, whatever. But it just
wasn't-
turned out to be like it's
there's
a new
there's
hippie.
heavy amount of sexually. There's a big sexual component that's been added to the rave. A lot of these rave events, there really is. That was not there in 2000.
Thank you.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And
It's definitely and getting more
it's
as
the
it goes
yes,
on.
it's almost like a fashion fad thing, and
It could
I
be.
see where you guys are saying it, but I feel like I like it. Of course,
Of course, you like it, but
But I can still there should still be a level of decency that can be had within that.
Absolutely. Well, there's a level of respect. I just made a connection in my brain, and I need to reach out to you on this one.
Uh-huh.
Okay? I need to reach out to you on this one and see what you have to think. So I've DJ'd quite a few gay events in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and I was part of the circuit down there heavy as a DJ. And I've seen stuff that they did during Pride. Listen, I'll tell you all about Wilton Manors. We had a place in, and I'm not gay, but I'm a DJ. And I had a lot of gay friends. We had a place in Wilton Manors called Gay
consider
Mart.
you-
There was Gay Mart.
I consider you very happy, lively. And
I'm a
vivacious.
very
I've
loving
always
person.
considered
I
you
am happy.
lively,
I
and
am gay
vivacious.
inside, But I love the female.
Right.
I'm not gay like I love men. I do love man, but not like
Man.
not
I love
you know.
man.
I love man.
I
You
You know
love
what I'm saying?
man.
I love women. Like I'm married to a
I love
woman,
Lamp. I love Lamp.
and she has
I love
ovaries and everything. Yeah. All right. So, anyways, let me get
We're
back.
not
to
talking about your Miami
Back-
stories,
back to
sir.
your-
Are
no,
you
no,
ma-
back to my Miami stories. But here's where I can make the connection because gay people were always very free and outgoing in their sexuality during that peak time.
Yes.
And they are the kings of house music. Sorry to tell you, it's just the way it is. Now, I'm wondering if somewhere across the path from people going over into that side and seeing how they did, it kind of went over into the EDM scene.
So interesting point. So
Am I, you know, going-
again, most people probably would not expect what I'm about ready to say of me because anyone that knows me well, let's put it that way. I want to preface that, but what you're talking about in the gay scene and what we were just talking about in perhaps we'll say the excuse me, the rave scene, and that I've never been kind of cool with. Like even in the 2000s when I was going to LGBTQ events, and there are guys running around, you know, wearing a tube sock and nothing else, and things like that, or or even in the LGBTQ scene for when I started going out in the mid 90s and stuff, even then, just to go to bars and just think that it was okay to come up and inappropriately touch another guy in that scene because it's the gay scene, that's what we do. No, we're allowed. Why are you complaining? You're at the wrong place if you're a gay bar. No, that still doesn't give you the right to touch me inappropriately.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it also does not mean that you're allowed to run around completely naked or even have open sex. And I mean, some of these cases, these guys would. I mean, remember the back rooms in the bars that they talk about in the movies that generally don't exist today.
Yeah,
those rooms really did exist.
I know.
Oh yeah,
and,
they did.
And stuff. So, but you make a really interesting point. But that's really like I've never actually made that connection before. So that the lifestyle scene folks,
Yes.
who are very open about all this stuff, much like the LGBTQ scene in the 2000s was too. But you're absolutely right because I was on a particular cruise a couple years back, which I would say probably 30 or 40% of that cruise is part of the lifestyle community. And yet, I mean, at times I actually felt uncomfortable because it was so egregiously out, if I'm using that word right, out there and
overly sexually explicit.
And then if you were like, whoa, like that's like, I honestly, I don't think at most of these events, I know this is going to sound weird, but I think all the females should have some sort of top covering. Pasties don't count. I think you should have some sort of proper top covering and that, and you shouldn't have any part of you from what we consider sexual nature fully exposed.
Okay.
I think that would help out a lot. Like girls running around in dental floss underwear and literally a tiny little Band-Aid piece of tape over their nipple, and that's considered cool. I don't think that's appropriate. Again, guys, we don't have options
at any
like that.
festival or at
Again,
all
Yeah.
or at any.
I think.
rate.
They
Well,
could
if it's
have
a-
their
if it's a
specialty
lifestyle
festivals.
event, that's a lifestyle event.
They could have their
Okay,
specialty
okay,
festivals,
okay.
like, but it was more about the music and coming together.
Yes.
And of course, even they
Oh,
were
yeah.
doing things behind the scenes back then.
Correct.
But out in the open, it was about dancing and it was about the music.
You know, it's funny
and
that you
stuff to
guys say
sing.
that. I just saw a post. A friend of mine made a story, and it was a Reddit. It was a Reddit something. I don't get on Reddit much often, but it was a Reddit, and it said, first of all, it was she said, "I'm never going back to EDC," and then it was a Reddit that somebody said that I think John Summit shared it, and it was, did anybody see this is going to get pretty out there.
Graphic?
Pretty
Well,
graphic,
I mean,
yeah.
we're on a choose your own adventure radio station, so I guess you could go
It's
ahead.
fine.
So he said, did anybody see the girl that was masturbating during John Summit's show and squirted on the blind man in a wheelchair?
No.
way.
That's what
Is
I'm
that
talking
true?
about, bro.
Or is
I don't know.
wait?
This was
you said
this
John
was
Summit posted that?
John Summit posted this. Yeah.
Yo,
It
can
was
you
a-
please
I'm
hold
sure
on?
the things
Can we
he
pull
said,
that up?
though,
It was a
I'm
Reddit.
sure.
Can we pull this up?
I
Can we
probably
pull
find
this
it. I don't
up?
know where my phone's at. I can
Where's
find
this?
it.
Where's his phone? Somebody find.
Somewhere.
So
Is this your phone?
interesting thing. I got to tell you guys about
No.
similar conversation.
That's it.
Similar thing.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of you, if not all of you, knew about 2 or 3 years ago at Halloween at the Frick Frack Blackjack table where they did the bet that the guy that was the gay guy and the girl who both inserted something in them and then had a tug of war event
Whoa,
on
hold
the table.
Wait a second. No.
And there are videos of this.
No, wait a second. Is this true?
Yeah, this is true. No, this is very true. But the reason why
Ketone just pulled up the. Reddit.
here's the thing though. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because I just had a conversation with somebody else this weekend. It's not important who the people were, but I did find out that the company that was doing the Frick Frack Blackjack there and everything were officially, that business relationship was immediately ended, and it was done, and they were like, you're never going to be allowed back to, you cannot be allowed to any of our events ever again for doing something like that. So, because I'm glad that Halloween took that stance. But I even said to the person I was talking to, the dealer at that table, like that dude should have been like, as soon as they start crawling onto, no, this isn't going to happen. I mean, do you realize how many phones were out during all that? On top of that, the guy and the girl who probably were far from sober are doing something I'm sure 5 years from now they do not want to be on the internet, and it's going to be there forever.
Oh man.
And but that's what I'm thinking about is again, it's but why? Like again, why at Frick Frack Blackjack? How did it go from playing Frick Frack Blackjack to two people on a table with things inside them playing tug of war? Where did that go? Where did we get that to that?
I got a connection. I
tell you what though, Blackjack, Frick Frack Blackjack.
Say that 5
Frick
times
Frack
fast.
Blackjack.
I bet you can't say it.
Blackjack.
Say it 10 times. I'll buy you
I
dinner.
should also
Dude,
I should also say real quick, this is nothing against Frick Frack Blackjack.
No.
I
yeah,
want to
we
be really
love
clear
Frick
about
Frack
that.
Blackjack.
It's a spicy game to
It is.
begin with. You know, they make it fun.
But
not
that was a
taking
bad
cash
choice
and
that
also-
night.
but that
Those
was-
are bad decisions
that-
by multiple people.
Yes. But to tie it all in, guys, we're having a street rave December 21st.
Where we will not be having Frick Frack Blackjack at the moment.
We won't
and
have Frick Frack Blackjack this
and we
time.
appreciate it if you don't wear pasties and you wear a top.
don't wear no clothes at all, females.
is-
Just come.
It is
completely
supposedly
naked.
a
I will
family.
appreciate that.
We,
No,
It is. We're going to try and keep it family.
It is
friendly.
very family friendly.
Yes.
It is a Christmas extravaganza type.
You know
event.
what? This is
A
actually
winter
Saint-
wonderland.
Winter
Win-
Wonderland, if you
and
will.
this is St. Pete's first street rave.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is St. Pete's. This is history in the making right
First
here.
annual right here.
First
so-
annual, because we're gonna do this.
Yeah, this
again.
is a yearly.
Oh, we're
thing
definitely
here.
going to do it again.
Yeah.
Bigger and better every year.
Every
but-
year.
I think
We've
so.
got some
Yeah.
great ideas. So
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna
We're working
look
with some
really
people
nice.
who
Yeah.
are local, and they're really helping us bring it all together, including the team here. You know, I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Definitely don't miss it. Go to Migo Show, House for the Holidays.
MigoShow.com
Migo Show.
/ House for the Holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what else we got going on? We have Atlanta this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
We
You guys got a big
do.
show in Atlanta.
Also,
Yes.
EDC was last weekend. If we want to recap,
We are on recap
Oh,
right
recap.
now.
Yeah, I think that's
Wait,
where we
do we
started
have
with
a
that,
recap?
and then kind of went
Yeah, this
down
was
that
the
little
recap.
topic that we were. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, we did. We start with the upcoming. That's my fault. I always do that.
Yeah.
I'm
You
like
always
always in the
do
future.
that.
I'm always
You're
thinking
always
about the
thinking
future.
into
all right.
the future.
It's all right.
It's a good quality.
Nobody's
babe.
criticizing you.
Yeah, too many times I've been caught not thinking about the future. So it's just
We
like,
don't live in the past, but we could.
There we go.
you know, I think we got a copyright strike because of this.
Copyrights what?
I think we got a copyright strike because of this.
No.
On our last.
no.
On our last episode, it wasn't a bad strike. It was just a
Warning.
It was a warning, and it's saying that we can use it because the person allows it, but it's still there
So we can use it, though.
for now. But I think we should find something that won't strike us.
But that is so cool. What if we buy that? Can we buy the right to this thing?
Maybe.
You know
I
who,
mean,
own- you know
probably,
who
yeah.
owns that, right?
You can. You can
You
go
know
to Harry Fox.
Do you know who owns it?
No.
Dr. Dre.
Oh, it's going to be expensive, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, that'll be expensive.
So,
I doubt Dr. Dre is personally going to call us, but
we
somebody
can
might.
We can. Yeah, somebody might. We can remake that. He's gonna pay it again. He's on an Apple.
He is.
Yeah.
He's
He's
loving
on-
this
forget
Mac.
him.
So if anyone's selling a Mac, I think
If
he's
there's
sold.
anyone that knows that uses Serato on a Mac frequently and you know how to stop the track from playing, go ahead and shoot us a text or a phone call.
No,
And-
Ketone likes it like that. He doesn't just mix. He plays
what
it
if,
over.
What if when you hit the back button, like when you hit the rewind button, does it stop it and rewind it?
He's moving
No.
things around.
He's
Also-
Somebody
Oh,
thumbs
nice.
us up.
Thumbs up. Also, for those of you who don't know or just are tuning in, Rich's laptop broke, And he is always arguing that his Windows is better than the Mac.
It usually is. I have a very bad.
And now we're making him use a Mac.
But
No,
you
no,
just can't put it in a book bag.
To be clear, it physically broke. The Windows OS didn't break.
No.
It physically broke.
So what happened was I had a bunch of gigs back to back this weekend, and I think I remember it getting dropped, and I was like, that thing always gets dropped. But no, it got dropped.
Yeah.
So when I opened the laptop up, it was a little crunchy, and I was like, that's not supposed to sound like that. It's still booted up, though, unlike a PC. You know what's funny about these Macs?
I mean, yeah, you're right.
Unlike a Mac.
PC,
unlike
yeah.
a Mac.
Yeah, I hear you.
Mine doesn't overheat in the middle of events.
Neither does mine.
He have to have a whole AC. He has to have his personal
I need
AC
a laptop
unit.
fan.
Yeah. A refrigeration unit. So whenever I do an event with Ketone,
A refrigerator unit.
Oh, my.
I get one of those tractor trailer reefer units to come through so he can DJ from inside.
Oh, that's
So,
funny.
Atlanta. Wait,
Well,
recap.
yeah.
Oh,
EDC.
recap.
Yeah.
I'm
circling
sorry.
back.
Well,
here.
I mean, we didn't go to EDC.
No, we didn't. But
So-
if you
And I didn't go either.
But if you did go, call 727-342-0550 and tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, I saw videos.
I saw, oh my gosh, so many videos.
It looked.
I didn't see the squirting video though.
Boo.
Wow, that crowd
I want
turned
to
on
see
us
that
quick.
one. I want to see this. Anybody got that on video? Can
I
we
don't
see?
know.
If you do, message us because we want to see it.
So here's a rumor, and I'm totally against. Me and Rob just agreed on. So this made history today. We're totally against how some of the things are going at some of these events, but apparently there is a video out there with some girl masturbating at EDC when it was John Summit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
All right.
and squirting.
And squirted on a blind man's face
in a wheelchair.
in a wheelchair.
Okay, so as that goes, though, that just kind of rolls back, and possibly with the whole clothing thing that we were talking about sooner, though, I think then that falls back to the drug use and wondering exactly if there are people that are, because we get criticized in the day-to-day community. Oh, that's just for them to go all use their drugs and blah 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 blah, blah and all that kind of stuff. But it's things like that give people that kind of fuel to speak up and say. But it's also those things that allowed those two people to crawl onto that blackjack table and think it was perfectly fine.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I hear what you
I
guys
need
are
to see that
saying.
video.
Also,
It's rough.
you guys are in this 40 and over.
Yeah.
We are in the 40 and over.
Where can people
ravers
find that?
and
Because I'm
Facebook.
sure that people.
Facebook.
Okay.
So listen, if
It's
you're
pretty
40 and
popular.
over and you're an old school raver like me or Robbie, go to Facebook. Go to 40 and
There's
over.
a space for everyone.
There's a space for everybody.
What else we got? Recap.
Well, nothing
Anything else
really.
happened?
Not much happened.
What did we do
because
this
of,
weekend? We had Santos.
EDC. Oh yeah, we
did- we
DJ'd at
made-
Santos.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that was fun.
Robbie
Robbie
was at
did Saigon.
How was Saigon?
How was Saigon,
Oh,
Robbie?
he's taking a.
Saigon went really well.
That's nice.
Yes, Chris Michaels was out of town this weekend, so was myself and Linker.
That probably went really well then.
Oh, Jeebus.
This guy.
Terrible.
This guy.
And,
We love you, Chris.
Yes, we do. And so he was out of town, and then it was myself and Linker. And like I said to somebody earlier this week, I said that it was kind of funny because I got the feeling that there was just a select group of our normal crew, and they were just running around between all the venues, and it just the crowd would kind of go up and down. I know I went to Exit Bar at one time. It was a little slow. Estate was definitely slow. And then we were up and down at Saigon as well.
Yeah.
But I think we held a good crowd. The team at Saigon, we moved the DJ booth, and we've been tweaking the sound over there. And it really sounds, it definitely sounds really nice right now.
It does.
Thursday sounded really
Yeah.
warm. It was
Yes.
really, it was a warm sound. I liked it. I could talk without the high pitchedness hurting my ears or having to scream. I could talk.
Yes,
It was
we kept
good. It
saying
was
that.
good.
We
It was
can
really
hear
good.
each other.
And we're still they're still working on it over there, but it's definitely, if you happen to be in the area in the near future, coming in town for Thanksgiving weekend or whatever,
Come check it out.
yeah, make Saigon one of your destinations. Just because I personally, and I might get flack for this, but I think we've got close to one of the best sound systems right there on Central now. It's tuned tuned the nicest, sounds the nicest.
Did they upgrade the subs on there? Didn't the subs blow out? Or
One of the subs blew out. We got the repaired one back today.
Good,
So
nice.
that is going to be repaired probably tomorrow by one of the guys. So that'll work.
Good.
And then we had one bad hanging speaker, which I was just discussing with one of the guys what we were going to do with that. But I guess we had one up speaker that literally caught on fire and the amp unit in it was burning up, which got fixed. and I guess that just showed back up or something. And so now the other hanging speaker that might not be good, we're probably going to replace that with that one, maybe, or something along those lines. So we'll be back up to all good speakers and all functioning speakers, hopefully here within a week or so.
Nice.
But even without that, it still sounds pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I said, Thursday was amazing.
Also, for anyone listening that doesn't live here, every Thursday we have a residency at Saigon Blonde.
Yes.
It's called Saigon Blonde. It's on Central Ave. So if you're ever in the area, come check it out. Robbie DJs there a lot on Saturdays, but yeah, if you're not in the area, that is the place to be.
Yeah, if you're here during a week trip or you're a business trip, you need a place to lounge and hear some good electronic music, mostly house, mostly techno, all kinds of house. Come through. Yeah. We'd love to have you. Come sit down and enjoy the vibe.
They have really good cocktails too.
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Shout out to Lucian and Pat.
Yep.
They're
Yeah,
the
most
best.
definitely.
And the
Absolutely.
bar, the rest of the bar, they do some good stuff.
You guys got some awesome DJs that come through Saigon Blonde.
Yeah, we try
really
to I try to keep
Good
an
stuff.
eye out on and we try to I try to like make sure that they at least have been working towards holding their own. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like they're not just anybody's coming through. They just started, which we do love people who just started, but they've got to have been practicing. They've got
Yeah.
to put the work in. They got to really know what we do, know the vibe. And so far, I don't think there's anybody that's
You've done
failed
really
us.
good. No, but
Yeah,
you've done really good. Bro, you
Yeah,
have some
everybody's done really
absolutely
good.
amazing talent that comes through there.
Yeah.
You know?
This
Thank
can lead into you and your whole vision behind Humble House.
Well, yes, now we will turn the page. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Saigon's just a little piece. So that's
Saigon
just-
is a piece.
So
and
today we are going to be interviewing our KEYTONE, who is the record exec over here at Humble House.
they called me the founding father
the
today.
founding
the founding father of Humble House Records.
Yes, thank you very much.
Of
Round
our
of applause, everybody.
Woo!
I was looking for a
There we go. Nice.
I was looking for a presidential wig, and
Yeah.
all I could
morning.
find were Trump wigs.
Yeah.
No.
All right, yeah. No,
Those were the only ones
We're
in
not talking
stock.
about that. That's the only topic that's off the table this
No
night.
politics today.
Yes.
But
I
that
mean,
was
please,
the only
please.
one that was in stock, so I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, it was. I was looking for the white wig, the white presidential wig, but
I got some
I know what you're
questions.
talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah,
go.
like
Let's go with the
the-
questions.
Let's go right into the
UK
nitty gritty.
thing.
So first off, what's your name, sir?
my name is KEYTONE.
KEYTONE. That's awesome.
That's how you want the people to know you.
Yeah, the people need to know me as
KEYTONE.
KEYTONE.
So I guess I don't put your social security number out there.
No,
then.
no, you-
All right, let me
you,
just rip that up. Bro.
No.
Here, just, no, you keep that. I keep that. Okay. All right, we'll just throw that back away then. So listen.
Oh, well, there we go. That's a nice shot of you there. That's good. I like that. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Oh, shake it.
Shake it.
What's that
Don't
twerk
break
song?
it. It took my mom 9 months to make it.
There you go.
Something like that.
What you got, Rich?
Yo, where you from, bro?
Well, my dad was in the military, man. So
Oh, no way.
I grew up in
I
Germany.
think your dad's watching right now, so hey.
Is
Hey.
it? I grew up in Germany and Miami, and we did a lot of traveling in Oklahoma and Texas. So I've been a little bit everywhere.
What was your favorite state?
You know, and like growing up as an adult or as whole,
Yeah,
like
you
as a
know,
kid.
As a kid, like when you were traveling around, which one did you like the most?
Where'd you want to be?
I liked Germany. a
Germany was awesome?
lot, man. I enjoyed the ruins that I got to see. I'm a big history has always been.
I love history, bro. History's awesome.
History has always been like a big thing for me. So seeing castles and seeing dungeons and walking through like forests that are almost like magical was pretty cool as a kid.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Something that I will never forget.
Wow. When
Yeah,
did you
yeah.
leave Miami?
So we were back and forth between Miami because my dad my mom's from Miami and my dad moved to Miami right before he joined the military. So they met and they were back and forth because my mom loved her family was there, so they would go back and forth. So I was always there as a kid, and then we left again when I was about 6, back to Germany for sure for like till 10, 11. So that was cool.
That's what's
Yeah, look, that's where I got most of my electronic music background.
in Miami.
In Germany.
Germany?
No, Miami gave me some of that booty bass.
I love that
you
booty
know,
bass,
my
man. I
dad-
grew up on that.
My dad had subs in his Nissan Altima. I'll never forget it. Red '87 Nissan Altima. I'll never forget it. He had some banging subs, but it was always rattling. It was like, you know, that's a classic stuff, the classic metal cars. But that's where I first got my taste of electronic music. But mostly I grew up with like world music, like Enya. And
I love. Oh my God! I can't believe you said, bro. Yeah.
And
Sell
Enigma.
away, sell away.
I
Oh,
love
I
that
think we're
song.
getting
That's
a
my sister's
call.
favorite song.
I think
Oh, we're getting a call.
Yeah,
we're getting a call on the radio.
Danielle.
Danielle's calling.
So yeah, I did that, and I enjoyed listening to EDM.
She's calling
That way.
the radio. I think maybe she wants to ask you a question.
Oh,
Is she
that's her
calling?
question.
Is she calling the radio number right
Yeah.
now? Oh, and
So
it
how
came
do we
up her
cue it
name.
up? How do
Humble
we-
House Radio.
Hi, it's Danielle.
Oh my God,
What's
Danielle.
up, Danielle?
Biggest fan.
Can they hear her? Can everyone
Yeah.
hear
Oh
her?
I can
yeah.
hear
Well,
her.
we can totally
You can
hear
her
her.
great.
Hi, Danielle.
Oh, hi. I wish I could be there.
We miss your
Yeah,
face.
we miss your
You
face.
know-
Totally miss your face.
Our founding father, KEYTONE, is, I mean, honestly, what better person to have there today
I know.
than to have the father himself, the Godfather himself.
The Godfather. No, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, Danielle.
You know, the funny thing is, I'm learning so much about him already. I didn't even know that he was from my neck of the woods. I was from Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, yeah. I lived in Oklahoma for 3 years, 3 or 4 years. I lived in Lawton, so south. Lawton and Fort Sill.
Where did your passion for music come from? I gotta know.
Oh, you know what? I have always, as a kid, my dad would tell me about times where he would record music on his tapes, and we would listen to him. So the earliest I could remember was "Piece of Shit Car" by
Oh man, your
Adam
dad was
Sandler.
just your dad was just talking about that.
So he would record those, I think, in Miami, and I'd listen to those. I'd listen to his tapes. I probably stole a lot of his CDs. And
Sorry, Dad.
I probably stole a lot of his CDs, and he gave me his subs actually out of his car that were in his car that I just told you guys about, the Nissan. When he sold that Nissan, he gave me those subs, and I had those subs in my room, and I would listen to the radio or I would listen to my boombox. I figured out how to like wire those subs to my speakers inside, and I would listen to Prince.
How old were you?
Listen to Prince on that. I was probably like 10.
Oh, wow.
10 or 11. Yeah, and
Dang.
I would just like start listening to music, and then I got LimeWire, and I was listening to all of that Midwest hip hop. I was torrenting the hell out of that,
So,
and then music has always been in my life.
wow.
Yeah.
So, LimeWire, how many viruses did you give your family computer?
What else were you downloading on LimeWire? by the
I
way?
can't tell you all that. All right, I can't tell you all
Oh
that.
man, the things you could get off LimeWire.
Wow, what a good time.
Not to mention, most of you
Yeah.
guys probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Things Usenet news groups, but you probably have no idea what those are.
News groups?
Yeah,
No, I
Usenet news groups.
No.
Yeah.
Usenet news groups were like chat boards that you could eventually, they supported file uploads, so you could basically post anything to them. They were just housed on servers. They were completely unmonitored.
Oh,
Nobody
it was
wanted
wild.
them.
Wild,
you could put anything
bro.
you want on it. I mean, anything you wanted. And those are all gone now. They pretty much were absorbed by the internet
So
safety
I
group
take
and
it
all
right
that
down.
kind of stuff.
Right before that, bulletin board systems.
Right. Those were
That's it.
basically
That was
Usenet news groups were the internet version of what dial-up bulletin
Yep.
board services were. Yeah.
So I could go back to BBS, and that was if you didn't, there was like
BBS,
only a couple
wow.
of servers. There was AOL and there was Prodigy.
Yeah, I was on AOL.
And if you didn't have AOL, then you were broke and you had to go to Prodigy.
Yep.
Now hold on, and if you were really broke, you had a list of bulletin board service, and you would
Yep.
dial your computer to another computer, and you would post a message or download a file that they could, and then you would log off. And then somebody else would dial up to that computer, and they'd put another message, and you'd go and see it. And you remember
And before you could get a lot local internet, a lot of the bulletin board services had gateways
Yes.
for their boards to get to the internet.
get to the
so
internet.
if you paid them or was part of that
Right.
bulletin board group, then you could have access to the internet. Yeah.
Oh wow.
But the problem
How
with the bu-
times have changed.
Oh, yeah.
So and then there
Yeah, I was
wasn't
gonna say,
so long
nowadays
ago.
they do like track swaps through these various platforms now.
Yeah.
what
So
swaps?
like you have to
Track.
like track
Oh,
swaps
yeah.
where you have to where you have to like upload a certain amount of tracks if you want to like download some in return kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Record
It's
pools.
what is that called? That's
Record
a
pool.
DJ pool, right?
Record
Yeah,
pool.
record
yeah,
pool.
DJ
There
pools.
we go,
Yeah.
record pool.
Yep. Yeah. So I've been. Oh, go for it.
Oh, I was just gonna ask you, how long ago did Humble House Records start?
2 years. It's been 2 years. August. Humble House Records started. Well, Humble House, the record label, started 2 years ago. Houseology Live, though, has been going for 7 years now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
I
Houseology.
didn't have.
Was I with you on that journey?
No, so Houseology Live Houseology Live is the radio station, but Houseology, the name Houseology Live I was doing events at a little what was it called? What is it? It's like a little tea shop on Gandy and like 80 or something. It's right next to a sports bar. It's called The Sports Bar, I think. And
I know what you're talking about.
It was in
Yeah.
that plaza.
Sports bar is a great place. I used to go there all the time, actually.
You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
Nice,
It-
my kind of dingy,
it is
scary
very
crowd. I love
very
it.
dangerous. You walk in
Frickin'
there,
love it.
you walk in there, and you
Wait,
come
that's
out.
not that's not TNA, right? That's not TNA.
No.
I don't know that one. No, but
No, it's not TNA.
it was right next to that place, and
It's a plaza. It was in
it's a
yeah,
plaza,
yeah.
and this guy, I don't even know how I got introduced to this guy, but I met this guy. He owned the place, and he said that I can throw events there at night when his shop closes. And I would go there and I would set up. I used to have all these guys come out, like guys from Orlando, Frank
You know
Matic.
what? I think I remember this because this would have been about the same time that I used to just live a little bit closer to it.
Yeah.
But I loved going there because they have like 5 pool tables and like 6
Yeah.
dart boards and all this stuff, and
Yeah.
it was always great to go. And I recall going there some nights
Yeah.
and remembering seeing all neon lights and stuff lighting up one of the places like 1 or 2 doors down.
Yeah.
That may have been
It
that
might
may have been the
have
exact
been
same.
us,
But
yeah.
I only ever remember you from Shepherd's. That was where I first ever saw you.
Yes, Shepherds. That's a whole nother life. Goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
right.
But Houseology Live started in that plaza, and I would have people like Frank Matic, and I would have Prince, and I would have Freddie Faya out.
Oh,
Not
sorry.
that Prince.
Yeah.
But another Prince out in
Prince L?
Prince L out in Tampa. So I have just been doing this for like 7 years, and it's grown into this.
Did you call your event Houseology Live?
It was Houseology Live.
Oh.
Yeah, it was Houseology events, and then Houseology Live for the longest. Yeah.
So speaking of events, don't you guys have something happening in Atlanta coming up? And what is that name?
Yeah, that's Art, Ink, and Beads. We are
Wait a second. Say that one more time.
Art, Ink, and Beads.
Say that 5 times fast.
Art, Ink, and Beads. Art, Ink.
Beats.
I can't do
Okay.
It. Can't do it.
I thought you said beads for a second.
Beat.
No, that's a different event.
That's a different. Okay.
You're still on John Summit.
Wow.
You got to get
Yeah,
out of John
I
Summit.
know.
The beads.
He's like a skipping. He's like a bad vinyl record right now.
He wants to make sure we don't ever forget about this John Summit video.
By the way, has anybody heard about that John Summit? No.
What was the question?
She asked about Atlanta.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I mean,
Atlanta.
technically, we had talked about it a little earlier in the program, but
we did. But to get more into it, Emerald Summers Presents has invited us 3 times, the record label, Humble House Records, up to do events with them because we were all trying to grow our name there. So we're very much underground. But we are going to be in Atlanta Saturday, November 16th from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. playing. And we actually, the Humble House Records crew has a tent there, an inflatable tent. And it's going to be a good time. We're bringing sound up, courtesy of DJ Rich and company. And we're having a showcase of 2 of their Atlanta DJs there. Steph MB, and Saint Germain. We're going to explore relationships with them further, like signing them as our artists in Atlanta, helping them to put out more music. And because we don't need to help get them seen, but we definitely, like, what we're about is throwing showcases for the producer. So this is to help them get their name out there, give them a platform to play their music, as well as bringing up artists and the crew of Humble House Records up there to get some exposure to a different market, you know. So Atlanta is really growing in the house music scene, I keep hearing. So this is just our push in that direction.
I think it's good. It's gonna be fun. I have a lot of friends in Atlanta, and
Nice.
I've already talked to them. We've got a couple coming out,
Love that.
and that are gonna try and make it, and then that'll be fun.
Yes.
It's gonna be good. And I saw you guys put me right before Saint Germain too, which is really brave. But
You're a great DJ.
I think it's gonna be a great time. I did that on purpose because I hear Saint Germain has a very high energy, and so I feel like that
Good.
would be.
After my Halloween set, I think that'll.
Yeah. That was fun.
Maybe
that night was so fun.
Maybe someday I'll post that on SoundCloud so other people can hear it again.
Yeah.
You got tops you bringing over there? Or you just need subs.
I can bring. I just need subs.
How many?
We got tops.
2 or 4?
I need 2 subs probably.
Two. So I can give you 2 Mackie 18s.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
That worked great. What, Danielle? How'd that line work?
What?
How'd the line work when you called? Was it easy and it went right through?
Yeah, so it asked me to state my name, and I'll be connected through Google Voice, and then you picked up.
Love that.
Perfect.
Guys, it's 727-342-0550.
What's the number again?
727-342-0550.
Yeah, the only thing is I don't know if there's call waiting with Google Voice. So
True
I
that.
might be monopolizing this phone line. So I might have to call you, Samantha, on your phone and then have you do something like that.
Yeah, give me a call.
All right, just hang up on her. Bye.
We love you, Danielle.
Bye, just hang up.
we
Have
love
fun.
you, Danielle.
Thank you for
We'll see
calling.
next
We
week.
love you,
Calling.
Danielle.
Live.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm going to keep listening in. I love you guys.
We
I'm
love
so
you.
happy that I could be a part of this conversation. I wish I could be there, but, you know,
I know what you're.
sometimes you just got to take it from afar.
I know what
Yes.
you're going through, Danielle. I'll keep you in my prayers.
Yes, we love you.
Thank you, my
Praying
friend.
for you.
Okay, love you guys.
Love you,
Later.
Danielle.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Thank you, guys. That was our co-host, Danielle. We miss her.
Yeah,
We'll
she's
catch her
going through a
next
little
week.
something right now, so she can't be here.
Yeah. So think about her, guys. Well, what else we got coming up? We got Frozen.
Well, we're not finished diving into you yet.
What else you want to know?
Your plans. What's next?
Well,
What's next?
honestly, I really love that
do?
this team is building.
Me
and
too.
we have goals. We have like things that we're doing. Our calendars are moving. We are all in our own directions in this scene, you know. So I feel like so I'm just really happy that we all are moving. This whole like thing is becoming a conglomerate.
Yes,
Yeah,
which I
can
feel
you
like
act
is
your
what you
age, Rick?
wanted. I
Please,
feel like
could you
it's
act your age, please?
your vision of
It's going
what-
that way.
Yeah, his vision of what he expressed to me when we first met. It's all coming
It is.
to life.
It is. I realized
cool
that
to
the other
watch.
day, and I was like, "Wow, this is amazing.
It's only going to get better and better.
This is
Yes.
amazing."
And you know what? I'm really really stoked about this street rave that we got coming up.
Oh,
I
me
just
too.
can't wait for the lineup. Robbie, you going to spin?
I would presume. I assume. Hopefully.
Oh,
It's
all
a-
the Humble House people.
They'll
should
probably
be
put
there
me on at 3
coming down.
p.m.
You're like, all right, you're opening. You're the
We're
opening
usually
guy.
our closer.
That's, that is about right. That's like your designated
3 p.m.
kill everybody.
Oh,
Kill everybody and
Boom,
just keep them there. Keep them
I-
up.
well,
keep them
yeah,
awake.
I mean,
and keep them moving.
I mean, I have told people before, and it's not vanity, but I'm just saying I'm not like a 10 p.m. DJ. Like if you put me on at 10 p.m.,
yeah.
you're probably not going to like me because
Except
I'm
for
probably
the other
gonna-
night,
but
I
it-
loved that.
Well, you know what? But at Saigon, I like opening there and diving into some deep house. I love spinning deep house.
Oh,
you
me too.
seduced me with
Yeah.
your deep house.
Oh, thank you.
You
Yeah.
really did.
I love spinning deep house and that, and there really is. It's nice that even with what I was spinning with Linker on Saturday night, we started out more deep housey around 122, 124. And I don't mind doing that, but like if you're trying to do a tech house show or a house show and that I can sometimes start revving up a little too early in the night, and I but I definitely love though like the 4 a.m. slot. That's one of my favorite slots.
I know you do.
5 is pushing
your
it.
thing.
6 I might be asleep. But
4 a.m. you're in your prime.
But 3 or 4 a.m. is usually when everything is ramped up to its highest capabilities, and then that's when you're going to get the best out of me.
Well, we got that after party also in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
I want to go to that.
Probably
man.
gonna have friends there
tried to
too.
tell
That
you.
haven't
But
seen
yeah,
me
but
before.
So you got to show out.
man.
we got a pajama jam going on this weekend.
All right.
You know pajamas.
You go have your pajama
you go
jam.
dress in your bear costume that you like to dress in.
First off, I dress up in one bear
You
costume,
go get you in that
and
bear
all of a
costume.
sudden I'm a fur.
I'm gonna get him the one of the cow onesies that have the udders on it.
Yes.
100%.
He would love that.
100%.
He would love that.
I would
totally love that.
Have you seen the cow onesies with the udders on it?
I'd probably love it.
He would love that.
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
He's like, where can I get it?
One of my friends wore that a while back for somebody. It was actually his birthday that night, and he's about 5, 6, 7, probably 130, 35 pounds, and he bought like that size. He bought perfectly fit him in every which way, and it's got a full set of cow udders on it. I was DJing that night, and I looked down, and here he is shuffling, and there's like 10 people there. He's shuffling, and his cow udders, and I lost it. I started busting out laughing. I said that was both the funniest and cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. I actually talked to him just like a week ago and said, bro, you looked so hilarious in that. It was, I don't think he intentionally meant it to, but when I walked down and saw a cow shuffling in front of me,
Lost your shit, huh? So I think the only thing though we're still missing is to be on FM. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes, like, the reason that I even got into this part of the record label was because I was going, I was in a car and I was like, I should feel like there should be this station that I can turn on and I can hear all the things that I want to hear, all the things that you guys want to hear, all the same top 100 house songs that I enjoy, that I know that everybody else enjoys.
Is that Humble House Radio?
That switches. Yes, they do. Yes, I love Humble House Radio, but I just want I see us being there someday again.
Well, we
but
can
on our own.
I think we could do it.
Yeah,
because it's going to come back around, and it's going to come back around, and we can definitely put in for the licensing.
Yeah. So that's the only thing. That would finish turning us into the conglomerate that I know that we can be. I think
we can get there with humblehouseradio.com though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you. They were already tuning into it at the store.
People are listening.
They're like, "Where is it?" They had their laptop and they just they put it right on. And I was like, "For real?"
I love it, man. I love it. I love all the support. Yes. We support the community back. That's why we do Thursdays. Thursdays are about giving back to the community. If you're putting in that work to be seen and you're putting in that work to be heard as a good DJ, then better believe that we're going to hear from you, that we're going to hear about you, and we're going to get you in front of the people that you want to get in front of. So
good stuff, man.
I love it.
I'm excited to see where this street rave is going. I'm excited to hear all the good intel about what you guys got going on in Atlanta. I will come out and spin with you guys the next time you go out there.
Okay.
Promise.
Yeah.
Promise.
Yeah.
So we'll make it happen.
We're thinking about January. January is a slow month for us here.
So
usually.
cold.
So
January is slow for everybody.
I could do the cold for like a weekend, but that's
hold on. I got family out there. We could get a cabin.
All right.
Why don't we get
in Atlanta?
Not in Atlanta.
Yeah, we're trying to get people to come.
No, but I'm saying, hold on, just hear me out.
Come to our cabins deep in the mountains. We're going to play house music and
I would totally
dice
do
up
that,
bodies.
No, but listen, hold on. Listen,
going hunting in the night.
that I do, and that's stuff that I love.
I know. We're gonna throw a hunt rave.
I am going hunting, I'm going hunting in Georgia. In the next week, I'll be in Georgia hunting.
Yeah,
I will be. Not this week. Next week, I'll be hunting in Georgia.
So you want to do a rave?
And with the deer? Can I dress you up as corn?
We do not want to do a rave combined with hunting. That would be a bad decision.
That is horrible.
I'm just joking.
So hold on. Why don't we plan something for January in Atlanta, and I will grab a cabin an hour away. Mm-hmm. We will all chill at the cabin, and then we'll go down to Atlanta, and we'll do the damn thing.
An hour away.
Yeah. We'll
I mean,
keep.
it's
We'll
not
make it like a
impossible.
3-day. We'll make it like a 3-day thing for us.
Yeah, it's not impossible.
Yeah.
A humble house team building exercise, as you will.
Okay.
Which we could use.
No, you
so.
can get some really nice Airbnbs though.
You're
kind of
coming, though.
out in
You
the-
gotta come.
out in the
Like,
country
to
a little
the
bit.
cabin.
Yeah,
Not,
I mean,
yeah.
We could throw like our own
Not
little
like-
mini Woodstock if we want.
wow. You're just.
Rich is wild, dude.
Bro, I mean,
I don't
come
know
to
if it's
the-
because
you
I'm
know.
tired or if it's just because I'm wobbly or something, but I'm just right in the same gutter he is the whole right here. Everything. I can tell him and I are thinking the exact same thoughts this entire
Yeah, what's
hour.
going on? This is. I
don't
like
know.
this though.
Yeah, we're clicking clearly.
We're clicking.
I need food or something.
Usually it's we're taking little snapshots, little
Yeah.
little rabbit kicks all day
Yeah,
long.
I love that. Atlanta, January, I think might be a plan because after that we start getting busy again. As you know, DJs, we get it gets hot here. People start looking
Also,
for
maybe we
DJs.
could, sign some artists and do
Yeah.
a release party
Yes.
or something
Yes,
in Atlanta.
Atlanta, that'll be badass. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Me and you should collaborate on a song or two.
Yeah, anytime.
I got a couple more questions here.
All right,
I got
pull it
them
out.
written
What you
down.
got?
Hold on. Let me
What you
get out
got?
my questionnaire card here.
Is that La Mama?
No, that's my card. No, I can't ask that one.
Yeah,
one's
politics are out.
inappropriate. No, we can't do. Oh, okay. Here's one. How long have you been growing your dreads for?
7 years. 8
Damn.
years. Maybe 8 years.
Did you ever have a high top fade?
That's 8 years?
Oh, I bet
No.
he did. I bet he did.
No.
Come on, you never had a high top fade?
Never had a high
Really?
top fade. No. My dad
I
was
figured he would.
my dad was a
military
military.
dad. Yeah, he wouldn't have had a
So-
high top fade.
That was more Northeast people, though.
Yeah.
Nobody
I had
in
it-
Miami had high top fades.
I
Man.
had it even all around my whole life.
I've been wearing a
Even
butch
guy.
for God. Since
Do you
I
have
was
any
in sixth
tattoos?
grade.
Yeah.
How many tattoos do you have?
I don't know.
This isn't his OnlyFans interview. What are
I
you
know.
doing?
Is this the
quite
couch
important
interview?
question.
I feel like I'm on the
People
want to
know. People want to know the Godfather.
It's Houseology
Yeah.
live.
Yeah, this
I
is
feel like
legit
not-
questions for the
I
founding
feel like
father.
next you're gonna ask me to take my clothes off.
No. We don't have enough security to keep the girls out of here. Let me see. What is the last?
Sister Mary
Body.
Frances.
That one.
Is on them.
What is your favorite genre of music to spin?
Ooh,
Your all-time favorite?
So,
he's thinking.
Yeah, because
It's always a hard one for DJs.
it is.
Well,
I got
mine's
one.
techno.
Mine's dancehall reggae.
Yeah, well, you are a big
Oh,
reggae
you're
fan.
good.
yeah.
That would be
That
my
is
second,
yours.
probably.
I like listening to reggae in the pool. I've never tried spinning it. I don't know if I could or
I
not.
like action. Na, 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 na.
She
That's
has a
my
whole
shit.
crate on my computer.
I got great. I got
That-
crates.
I
like
could
rhythms.
spin that for hours.
I probably got about 200 different rhythms, and each rhythm has its like 8-10 songs.
For me, it's a I don't know because I like a mix of things, but I'd probably say that if for hours on end, I could probably spin whatever genre like Claptone makes, deep house, house,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
house,
housey house. That's that.
like
deep-
housey house.
Yeah.
I could spin a housey house.
I love
for-
that. I love that, bro.
for hours.
With a little bit of keys in the background.
Yeah. Any of it, but beats and bass is my name. That's my. That's
little
my
bit of
middle
jazz.
name. Beats, bass.
Oh
and some
yeah.
sax.
Oh, there's some
Yeah.
jazz. There's some jazz house
saxophone.
tracks out there
Yeah.
that are
You give him a
freaking phenomenal.
saxophone song. And
It's
he's
he's all
all
over
in.
it. It's
Like-
over with. Shut it down.
Yeah. So I guess deep house and house. I like house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
house.
Like David Penn.
Yes.
David Penn is phenomenal.
Jaded.
Mark
Big
Knight.
up
Mark
to
Knight.
Defected Records. I'm not trying to take away anything, but they
No,
put
we
a
love
player.
it. We love them all.
Defected
We
Records.
love them all.
They're a very big player in the game.
Yeah.
And you know what's really nice about deep house too is like deep house is one of those genres. So I spun at a bar in downtown St. Pete one time, like a year and a half ago or something like
No
that.
way.
I did, and it was a deep house gig. It was only supposed to be an hour. One of the other guys didn't show up, so I ended up playing much longer than that. It wasn't terribly busy, but this is like I think I started at like 9 o'clock or something like that. So it may have been even a Sunday or Saturday night along those lines. And I just remember there were several older couples that were in the bar that had been having drinks and all that kind of stuff. And one of the couples when they got done and we're getting ready to leave, and I'd already been about an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes deep. She comes up and she's like, you know, what's this music you're playing? And I was like, well, it's called deep house. That's typically the genre. Is like, it's like, you know, we normally wouldn't listen to this kind of music, but this has just been phenomenal. It's just been nice sitting here drinking our cocktails, and they're in their like 50s, maybe even 60s.
Yeah.
Never heard the genre before, but I love that about deep house. Like, I jokingly say to sometimes people, I feel like I should be eating sushi. Because it's just like, you know, if you go to a nice, classy sushi restaurant,
That's
and
what they got.
deep house playing
They
in the
do,
background.
always.
Yeah.
It just goes, and you can sake and sushi for hours and just have a good, but not too loud. It's
Yeah.
I call it. Some people will probably get mad at me for saying this, but I call it like the elevator music of a house music, only because it's meant to be in the background and setting the mood.
Yeah.
When you're in an elevator, the elevator music doesn't overpower you. You still talk, but you hear it, you register it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, I thought the same thing, and then I saw Darius on YouTube and put on a live show, and I was like, wow, I didn't really know that deep house would
People
be
dance to it,
a
bro.
club.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
powerful.
They get down with it, bro.
If you bring that deep house up, like
Yeah.
if you stay the 120-ish, 122-ish deep house, that's that more chiller sushi house
yeah, it's
music.
about 125.
Yes.
He
you hit
was
around
starting at
125.
about like 112. and
Oh,
he
yeah,
was
All of
ramping,
his
and he
music
got-
is
Yes,
It's almost like
is
an
around
down tempo
that.
at
Yep.
that point.
Yeah.
and
Oh
then-
yeah.
and then
Down.
he-
Yep.
and he
An
went up from
organic
there.
house.
Yes. Down tempo. Down tempo is really good.
You-
And that's
so you consider that down tempo?
112.
Yeah,
112.
that's getting there.
112 house.
Absolutely.
You consider that down tempo, not house,
That's there. That's right around there.
Nah.
not deep house.
oh no,
mean-
deep house. Well, no, I think it's roughly that's.
I wouldn't. Nah, that's almost that could be
depends on where-
crossover-ish, but down tempo anywhere from like 98 to 112.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, and I think
it's
down
all
tempo is getting a little bit absorbed by melodic techno as well, like people call that.
Yes.
But if you slow down melodic techno, it's down tempo. It's almost the exact
I've never
same.
thought to slow that down.
Yeah.
I'm curious now.
Yeah,
We're gonna go home and do
curious.
it.
well,
Yeah,
I,
50.
melodic.
Take it all
I
in.
like melodic techno. I love it. Actually,
So do I.
love playing
Me
it
too.
too. But
So do I.
it's just kind of honestly sounds to me like deep house for the most part.
Yes.
The only difference is deep house. There might be a little bit more vocals. It might be a tiny bit more standard, 4 on the floor kind of housey.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, but you got to be really careful too. Of course, you don't want to go down so slow that you become ambient, and then ambient is just a whole other thing on
That's
its own.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in my 150 BPM era.
Yes, we have been.
That-
making
Whoa.
music like that.
Yes.
I
Happy
don't-
hardcore.
I'm loving
what-
hard groove and techno.
What is up there, man? That is high up in the.
Yeah,
You're
it
going
is.
hard in the paint.
Oh, yes, I
Young-
am. But
youngins
it's
love it,
the
though.
only thing right now that makes me dance. Makes me dance. It really
150?
does.
That's like hard
even
style,
a little,
isn't
Yeah,
Yeah,
hard
getting
groove.
borderline, yep.
Hard groove.
it's creeping
Euro-
into it.
But hard style is more 75, I think. Like,
Yeah, it's-
75.
It's like same thing.
Have you
like
heard
the-
like the Euro stuff coming back, like the Euro and trance mixed with techno? That's really what I like.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming back.
like Euro dance?
Yeah.
Like old
Euro
school
dance is
Euro
awesome.
dance.
But
It's
but
coming
Euro
back.
dance
They're
was
putting
like
a spin to it
135.
now.
135.
Yeah, but it does go up.
It goes
does
up.
like Castles in the Sky was what?
That wasn't, but
148.
that's not
one-
really
yeah,
Euro
Castles in the
dance.
Sky was 148.
Right around there,
You,
like
you
the
consider that Euro dance?
Yeah.
So
What do you think Castles in the Sky is?
Not Euro dance. I mean, it's almost trance-ish.
What
Castles
about-
It is
in the
trance.
sky.
The
Yeah, it's not
original
Euro
version
dance.
was trance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
so
that-
it's
I
like
guess it
trance
kinda-
mixed
Yeah.
with
It's
techno
like
is
all
what I'm
in-
liking.
That's
It's
like
all
ultra.
in there.
Gio di Agostino, I believe, is the artist.
That's Euro dance.
Yeah.
but that's
But no, the original the Castle in the Sky is originally a trance track from like 2002.
That's
Yeah,
right. Yes,
approximately,
exactly.
Yeah. I guess I would. I guess
Castles
I
in the
kind
sky.
of.
Huge
Tell
track.
me
I remember when
why.
it debuted. I was actually
Sing it,
in
Rich.
Florida, in Orlando, when it debuted on the Orlando dance station.
Oh wow.
I was driving around that night. We were getting ready to go to the club. Couldn't even tell you who I was with. It's been so long ago. But I remember we were listening to the radio, and Orlando had one of the few dance stations left. They were like one of two in that. But at that time, though, and I remember a premiere. Here we're premiering this new track, blah 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 blah, and boom, it was Castles in the Sky. And I'm like, you gotta be
wow.
kidding me. Yeah, that was. I swear, it was either 2000 or 2001.
You see, that's why we need EDM back on FM, and we need it. We need the variety.
Not just
out
a
there.
specialty thing. Not just a specialty thing. Not like a special
not
league.
just yeah. Because what they do is they'll play these. I'm not
played
bashing
out track.
anybody.
No, but they do. They
I
played
catch
played
myself
out.
listening to the radio
They'll
I'm
quite
like, come
often.
on, man.
They're playing like original 2000s dance music on it, and maybe some mashups of new tracks, but they're not really hitting it.
Right.
You know, they're
No, they
not
miss
really
it.
hitting it.
I miss it.
That's one of my largest complaints about XM radio. I love XM radio. I've been on it. I want to be
Played
clear
out.
about this. Well, I've been listening to XM radio since I was an original XM subscriber in like 2004. I've had it for a really, really long time. But in 2004, they were essentially just like Muzak, for people who know how Muzak is. Muzak is a radio service that could be in businesses. They've been around since actually, they've been around for a really long time. The original, what became Muzak, originally was envisioned by a dude in the 30s. I kid you not. You can Google it on Wiki. There's a trail all the way back to the people involved in what that service was in the 30s that came all the way up. There was actually music over phone lines like in the 40s and 50s that would go out to business. I kid you not. This is really. I did not know this one night. I was bored. I was whatever. And I'm a Wiki guy. So, but then it was more like Muzak. It just played. There weren't any DJs or anything like that. There was just like a station manager, program director. There was a countdown show, I think was the only thing that was on it. Kind of liked it better then. Then all the dance stations started shutting down. Sirius came into the play, which was XM's competition at the time.
Yeah.
But Sirius ran their dance stations like an FM radio station. So they were on a wheel designated by popularity of said tracks. They had DJs. They would have breaks and all that kind of stuff. So when all these dance stations started getting closed down across the country, Sirius was grabbing a bunch of these guys so they would still have jobs. Most of them came in and then applied that. And about a year or so later, Sirius and XM Radio joined forces, which became Sirius XM. And then at that point in time, that's kind of what we have now. I get a little bummed about BPM because, unfortunately, it's like sometimes listening to an FM radio station. I'd like to hear more variety on that station.
Yeah.
So it's weird to me because they have the ability to play the variety, and they don't. I don't get it.
I would love to go to their place, their plant, and just plug in my hard drive and copy that entire their music folder, music right to my hard drive, all terabytes of it. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Terabytes and terabytes.
They do have a good selection of music. I used to go on there too. It's our time, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
No,
but,
we can go a little bit.
But I used to go on there to see what I'm missing, like get that fresh take of what's new.
Yes.
And then I realized that I can only take about a week and I've heard everything.
Yeah. Correct. Well, that's the thing. That's the problem. And that's what I used to do when I first started. Well, for all the years I've been listening to music, but when I started DJing, I go to Spotify and BPM. And I have to admit, though, I still hear tracks on BPM that people aren't getting on Spotify because they do actually only play some of that stuff on the radio and it doesn't make it to Spotify and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I don't listen to Pandora at all. I know some people still stream from Pandora.
I used to.
If you're... Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
If you're on the BPM app on your phone, they have a whole bunch of virtual channels. And so you can, on their app, go and play other channels that are going to be 2000s EDM, 90s EDM, and stuff like that. And that is going to give you a lot of better ideas. But, of course, you got to get to that on the app that you're not,
Not on their radio.
Right.
I wonder what the downfall was on why all these dance stations. Clear Channel closed a bunch of them on the FM.
Good question. Good question.
And I'm wondering it was
just felt-
because
Find out.
I think coming from Miami, they were playing the same stuff over and over again on a loop, and there was no originality to it.
Yeah.
None at all.
Nobody going to pick.
Nothing. Right.
Correct.
So it
Correct.
was just animated crap, the best of the best of Europe, and what they were playing here, and there was no. It was no like meat the good stuff of house.
I agree.
It was just all.
It was just to satisfy
played out crap.
a pop point in
Right.
time where EDM's first.
And all of a sudden, okay, we're here. It's gone.
Yeah. Yep. I
That
agree.
could be why some people don't enjoy house music because that's all they had access to.
Yeah.
I agree.
But
Well,
check humblehouseradio.com. Check out that variety.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We got
Yeah, we got it
segments for
going on.
days.
Not to mention all these Saigon shows when I get them caught up and I'm failing miserably.
I do want to spend.
Right
I
now.
do want to spend it
But-
Saigon again at some point.
Whenever.
Got you.
You get all those great shows from there, and then of
Yep.
course you're hearing the replays of Houseology Live now as well.
Yep.
But yeah, we do get a lot of good things on there, and those kids oftentimes bring a lot of new tracks, and we have a lot of talent that are also producing their own tracks. So
Yes, we do.
I Shazam a lot of their tracks while they're playing them.
Yeah, we have a track coming out next month. It is Frozen by Rick Carbonell. That is dropping 12/20. So make sure you guys grab that. Support the dude. He's our newest signee on the label. He's actually our last one for the year.
Ah,
Yeah. So
Nice.
We're gonna drop one next year.
All right,
This
yes, we're
is
gonna
fun.
drop one. Yep. We got a
I
couple
sing
coming.
on it.
We were supposed to drop one this month, but I don't think we're going to. I think we're gonna
No, I
push
think
it
we
back.
should save it.
Yeah, we'll save it.
Yeah.
Drop
Is it
some.
like Frozen? Like let it go, let it
No,
go.
not this
Oh.
one. No. This is a little harder than that. More
You know,
progressive.
But it's
Tiesto.
perfect for wintertime.
Tiesto was one of the few people that actually made a remix of that track. I think they played it like 6 times on XM radio and never heard it again. I personally kind of loved it. I thought it was great.
You'll probably
I mean, there was a
hear it
whole
again
key
soon.
change in the middle. It's like dun 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 dun. Oh, it was great.
I'm sure they'll put it in rotation soon. The holidays are coming up.
I can't even Google it. I can't even find. Like I don't know. Maybe he done it without rights, and then they pulled it all possibly because Disney
Probably.
probably came after him. Was like, no, bro, you can't. You do it.
Yeah,
That's
Disney
on
don't
our
play.
label or that's on nobody's label.
Yeah, Disney don't play.
No, they don't.
But all
Definitely
right,
not.
do we have we have an outro, Rich? You got an outro for us?
Let me see if I
We
can
love
work
you
this thing.
guys.
Thank-
Come see us in Atlanta if you're in Atlanta and listening, or if
Yes.
you want to take a trip.
Yeah.
We'll be there this weekend, Friday to Monday, so you can hang out with us.
Yes, we love to
Thursday
hang
at
with you. If
Saigon.
you're in Atlanta and you know where we should go to eat and stuff, or if you want to cook for us,
Yes.
let us know.
Oh,
Cole-
Cole's
Cole's
been
in?
in here with us,
Cole,
guys.
you said
by
you got the
way.
spots? Oh, Cole got us
Cole's
then.
got the-
Well,
oh, okay.
so Cole said, "Fuck your suggestions."
Yeah.
Who do
With
we have
that-
at Saigon this Thursday?
This Thursday we have Too Easy Lee. We have Von Garden.
Yes.
We have DJ Jenna. And we have Brian Tyler.
Brian Tyler, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
he's a young guy, young new guy, up and coming, making music too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's going to be a good night.
yes. Good night. We see you guys on Thursday. Yeah.
Thursday it is.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's Houseology Live. This was the Humble House Records segment with the crew.
Wrapping it
Yep.
up for this week's
Appreciate
show.
you guys.
Tune in next Monday at 6 p.m. for the best up-to-date info on EDM news, culture, and gossip on the Houseology Live show.
Humble House Radio.